Hey guys, I want to talk about the difference between mature and old souls. This is from a reincarnation perspective. I have a pinned post on my profile with the introduction to the five soul ages. So let's talk about the mature and old souls, who are the eldest of them all. And let's start by saying that mature souls are very interested in relationships, in what is like community, collaboration, like interactions with others. They love depth and emotion and complexity and identity. They are usually great writers and journalists and poets who really delve into the nitty gritty of relationships and emotion and passion and intimacy. It's really beautiful, but it can be very dramatic too, very passionate, and this push and pull dynamic between people. And we can see this at large in the world right now because we're shifting from a young soul paradigm which has been based on greed, ambition, competition, patriarchy. Sadly, those values have been misused, because individuality can be so beautiful. It's a beautiful way to learn about ourselves, but this young soul paradigm has been very damaging for a while, but now we're like moving into mature age. So mature souls are really right now fighting for equality, human rights, animal rights, trans rights, women rights. They are very involved in the logistics, in community mutual aid, like one-on-one support, grassroots initiatives, politics, activism, advocacy. It's very, very exciting for them to do this. It's like they can be very busy in different areas, in different projects, and it's their passion, it's their motivator. Their main motivator is this creating bonds with others, like based on that feeling of resonance, emotional resonance. I see your pain and I can empathize with you. Empathy is so important for mature souls, and it's a beautiful learning as well. Now, all souls have already learned these lessons of relationships and intimacy, and they are interested in more holistic perspectives, maybe a bigger picture understanding of reality, the world, their place in the here and now, also connected to the cosmos and universe, and maybe looking forward to existence as expansive way of being and personifying our essence across lifetimes and dimensions. All souls tend to be interested in those themes. Of course, all souls are also involved in the relationships too, can be very involved with their communities, but they do it with this perspective of non-attachment, maybe. Of course, they are not completely detached and insensitive to real world issues, but they're they're like the teachers of the soul ages. Since they have lived lots of lifetimes, they have this inherent wisdom and maybe kind of like this softness and relaxation and ease. Even if they are struggling with something in their lives, they somehow know that everything is going to work out because they have so much lifetimes behind them that that's that wisdom, and that wisdom helps create trust for all souls. Of course, all souls can also be great writers, poets, artists, but again, their motivation is finding unconditional love for the self and for humanity, and kind of like reconciling their place in the bigger scheme of things. And all souls sometimes philosophize a lot about the meaning of life, about reconciling that we are this small creature in this big planet, but it's very tiny in the bigger scheme of things because we're like a dust in this big ocean that is the universe. And yeah. I was inspired to share about the differences between mature and old souls because I have felt kind of like very different from others growing up as an old soul. I love mature souls. They are in my life. I know they are in your life too. Maybe you are also a mature soul watching this. But for us, older souls, I personally don't understand people who get into relationships just to feel something, or can, you know, be friends with someone they don't really like to just, experience something or gain something from that. I noticed that that happens with unhealed mature souls, of course. I don't want to generalize, but I, growing up, I felt like, some people had this compulsion to have like significant others, boyfriends, girlfriends all the time, like serial dating, and I can barely keep up with myself and my, um, spirit guides and everything I do in the astral. So to me, that was so fascinating and intriguing, but also it was not my thing. As an old soul, I personally feel that some of the best relationships are really platonic and are soul bonds across time and space, and this mutual recognition and peace you feel with another person without expectations, without conditions. Of course, there needs to be some kind of boundaries and communication of needs and expectations, but it's just basically existing together, doing nothing together. For us, all souls, one of the best things we can do with our friends is just be there together doing nothing, just staring at the sunset, watching a movie together. We have like lots of telepathic communications between all souls, I've noticed, and we're very silly together. We can be very, childlike in a way, because all soul doesn't mean that we are so serious and like holier than thou. But it's just that we have this maybe bigger perspective of our life. And as I said in my previous video, older doesn't mean better. So it's not a hierarchy of old souls are better, and baby souls are so immature and needy and chaotic, and they create wars and everything. It's, everything is a spectrum. There are this positive pole where you're manifesting your highest expression of your soul, and the negative constricted pole where you're acting from fear. So yeah, that's all I wanted to share for now. I think this video is long enough for TikTok. And yeah, thank you for watching, and if you have any comments, drop them below. Bye.